Sierra View Vista Point is the viewpoint. Let's go take the little trail out here. Don't you think?
Yeah.
What are we, around 9,000 feet, Julie?
Yeah.
Somewhere around 9, a little over. This is just a little stop off on the way to our trailhead for the day. Here we are up at a nice viewpoint. This is looking kind of into the sun, so it's kind of towards the east, over towards Death Valley. We'll pan over here to the right. Here come the Eastern Sierra. I don't know the name of a lot of the mountains. The only one I know for sure is Mount Tom, which is right there. And I know a couple around that basin. And Humphrey, is it, Julie?
Yeah.
All the way up to the north. I don't know how far up to the north you can see. We're in the White Mountains here, where I'm standing, which is where our hike is going to be today. Good morning,
Morning.
From the Schulman Grove Visitor Center here up in the Bristlecone Pine area. Here's the visitor center. It's closed right now. We're going to start off on the Bristlecone Cabin trail and hook up with the Methuselah trail when we come back. So here are the cabins, and it looks like a waste rock pile from the Mexican mine. Actually, it started off being the Reed mine, established in 1863, one of the earliest mines in the White Mountains. Named after Reed Flat, which is this meadow across here, this flat area. That's Reed Flat. This turned into the Mexican mine when it was sold to the Mexican Mining Company of Carson City, Nevada. And it was abandoned in the early 50s. The buildings are not safe for entry, or the shafts, so it says. Look at that, it's from the 1860s, huh? Isn't that interesting? Look at the old log cabin. Look at the hand-hewn timber there. Looks like we've had a slide come in the back door or window, whatever that was. Pretty cool. Let's go look at another one. Yeah, look at the handwork on the notching on the log cabins and all that. I mean on the logs. Well, I believe they've got this all filled in. Or purposely collapsed because it looked like the portal would have been down there. Yeah, this looks like it would have been a portal to me. They're pretty cool. We could go look at the waste rock piles. Wow, look at the mountains. And the Bristlecone Pines. I guess some of these are really old. Thousands of years. Well, here's what looks to be another miner's cabin from about the same period, apparently. The 1860s. Still hanging in there. Pretty good. It might be a after something up here. I see the waste rock pile. These bristlecones don't look like they would have been the best tree to make a log cabin out of. They're kind of short and thick, not real straight. So I imagine they had to work with what they had around, though. Well, we have a little bit of a mining operation here. It's a short side excavation there. Another short one here. This one goes down just a little ways. Another short side. That's braced up and pretty well caved in. Another short side. Little cross excavations. This has all come down. Let's see if I can get by here. A lot of the bracing or something has come down, it looks like. Just a short down, and that looks like it stops right there. So not too much, but for 1860, when you're digging by hand, a little bit neat. I don't think this goes anywhere. There's a mouse. Okay, heading back out. I don't really see what they were after in here. I'm guessing it was a gold mine. 1860s. A Michelob bottle. Somebody's been in here. Another short side cut. So that's back where I came from. It doesn't go real far. Interesting though. Out we go. Looking to the north, we have White Mountain Peak in the distance at 14,252 feet. We're coming up to the trail junction with the Methuselah Trail, which if you go left goes back to the visitor center in 1 mile, and if we take the loop it's 3 miles to our right. And we're coming off the Bristlecone Cabin Trail, which is where the mine site was. Alright, let's go try the Methuselah Trail. Old Methuselah is pretty neat so far. I guess these bristlecones rank amongst some of the oldest trees in the world. In other words, they get pretty old. What is that? That Fish Valley?
Fish Lake Valley.
Fish Lake Valley. I think that's the first valley we're looking at. The second one might be Death Valley. Although it's a little hard to see from here. Pretty good views from the old Methuselah Trail. These White Mountains sure are different than the Sierra Nevada. Here's a cool little nature sculpture right there. Rock base and everything. Yeah, that's way cool. Well, they don't tell you exactly where the oldest trees are. Probably for good reason. We're going down a little bit. We were at about 10,000 and now we're down just a little bit. 98 something elevation. Pretty neat though. Beautiful day. Not a cloud in the sky. Looks like we're going to descend down to the bottom of this valley and probably up that next canyon over there across the way. Back to the visitor center. Just looking behind us, where they get some cool patterns in this old dead wood. This thing's awesome. I don't know how old it is, but pretty old. Really neat. All the dead ones are pretty cool looking. Down here too. Yeah, this one right here too. They are works of art, aren't they? Probably thousands of years old. Yeah, these bristlecones are some pretty wild trees. Look at some of those stumps up there with spears coming out all over the place. Yeah, they're all neat. Look at the size of that stump. Yeah, these things are cool. Yeah. And they're so big that, yeah, they're big. They got, some of these had to be thousands of years old before they died, and they might have been dead for 1,000 years because it's so dry out here. Definitely works of art. Every one of them is different. Well, if you like trees that resemble art forms, you got to come and check out this trail because this is pretty neat. Not very long. The whole trail's only, I think, 5 miles long. It's a loop. Look at some of these things. We've just been marveling at them one after the other. Such drama with these trees. Well, we just ran into Mike and Debbie from Missouri. Pretty nice couple. Out here enjoying the bristlecones. I bet they've got some stories to tell of different storms that came through and different droughts and different snowpacks. The old bristlecones just keep on giving. Everyone's a different shape. Spears, swirls, curls, colors, you name it. Mother Nature's artwork. Boy, what a slope full of bristlecones. I love seeing the trail across there from a distance too. That really looks cool to me. Bit of a rock outcropping here. Well, here we have come up to the start of this loop. We didn't really start it here, but this is the Methuselah Loop here. So anyway, this way back to the visitor center. We're back to the visitor center. Our hike recap for today was we started on the Bristlecone Cabin trail that takes you over towards the Mexican mine, and then we hooked up with the Methuselah trail and finished the loop, and the hike ended up being 5.5 miles long. It took us 3.5 hours, and there was about 1,050 feet of elevation gain. So it's a really cool hike. The bristlecones are awesome, and we hope you guys enjoyed it. So from Julian and myself, we appreciate you watching the video, and as always, happy hiking. We'll see you next time. Bye, Julie.